Hey guys, I'm back one more time today. And here I am, I'm back again. I don't know what I'm singing. Anyway, so yeah, last time we were here, we did a pitch for Friday the 13th, part 9 of Follow Up, a final Friday for Rio there. And that was following up the events of part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. But now we're in the New Line area now, guys. So this is going to be a follow-up to the movie, an often hated movie, I feel unfairly, Jason Goes to Hell. Now, let's say what we feel about Jason Goes to Hell real quick. I've said it in my ranking video, which you can watch on the channel. And I'm not going to link it. You can find it. Go to the channel and find it. I'm not here to just do your job for you. Link it. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to right now. Anyway, point being, back to me. Drink. Healthy shit. All right. So, anyway, back to me again. Jason Goes to Hell, if you don't remember, basically, like I said, New Line couldn't actually call it Friday the 13th. They had the rights to Jason, but they didn't have the rights to the name Friday the 13th. And also, they really hadn't paid attention too much to the, I guess, continuity of Jason. In that movie, they did a lot of weird things where he was body hopping. And then there was stuff with, like, only a member of the Voorhees can kill him, and he can be reborn through a Voorhees as well. And he's reborn and finally becomes Jason for the last 5 or 10 minutes. But like everything else is everybody else using basically just like a skin for Jason. And you have this character, Creighton Duke, played by the amazing Stephen Williams, who I thought was a great character. I wish they'd had him sooner. But I think they were trying to like make a little more lore with Jason as opposed to just he's a kid that drowned and then he came back for some reason. And then he was alive somewhat and got killed, but then came back. Then he died officially. Then there was a copycat killer, and then they dug him up and he became zombified Jason. And there was all this other shit. He was very, very, very torn up. And then they blew him up, and then they eat the heart. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens in that movie. Very weird, very silly. But I remember, and this is going to be following in my pitch here for this, I guess it would be part 10, technically. Holy crap. 10 movies, good God. Which kind of messes up the whole Jason X thing. Whoa, what's going on here? Anyway, like my screen froze for a minute. That was weird. Maybe it's Jason. I'm shaking my damn table like an idiot. That's probably what I'm doing there. Anyway, so that's what happened to Jason Goes to Hell. He goes... Freddy comes up and grabs his little mask and he gets dragged down to hell by all the demons. But I remember, and this is, good God, when I was in high school, long time ago, I remember when the trailers came out, was a scene, at least in the TV spot that I remember, of him actually like chopping at a demon. And like, he doesn't really do that at all in the movie. And I thought, man, when they said Jason was going to hell, I thought he was actually going to be in hell and like fighting demons and shit. And I thought, man, that would have been a cool fucking movie. And then, we got what we got. And it set up a nice Freddy vs. Jason plan there. Now, I'm not going to go with that here because I've already done kind of a Freddy vs. Jason 2 idea. But I think we're going to get the groundwork going for it. Because, that was a little tease. So my thought is, let's put Jason in hell. Before he goes to space, he's going to go to hell. But at least in space, we got to explore. We didn't explore hell. So let's get hell going here. Let's really get Jason Goes to Hell. Jason Goes to Hell, part 2. Yes, he really goes to hell. It's a long title. But anyway, this time we mean it. He's going to hell, my God. I'm not going to bring in Pennywise. Or not Pennywise. Pinhead. Same P. Pennywise would be cool too, though. But I'm not going to bring in Pinhead because we kind of did that with my Freddy vs. Jason sequel idea, which would be good. But we're not going to bring in Ash. We're just going to focus on him, basically Jason dealing with demons. But I think there should be some kind of haunting imagery there too. And maybe even have a demon. Let's be silly with it. Why not? The other one was ridiculous. We're 10 movies in. Let's be a little silly. That's what the Chucky series has done great. Give into the camp. This is silly. We know it's silly. Let's admit it. This isn't freaking Psycho, where it's like this masterpiece of art. It's Jason fucking Voorhees, guys. Come on, uh, it's fun. We all like them. They're all silly. They're stupid. Whatever. It's just like people watching 11 Fast and Furious movies. They're dumb every fucking time, but hey, they're enjoyable for people. Not my cup of tea, but I have no problem with anyone liking them. If you want to watch them, that's great. Anyway, but that's what I'm saying. There's movies like that are fun. You laugh at them, you have fun with them. That's, those slashers mostly are. You get a couple dark ones here and there, but they were never meant to be anything more than popcorn movies, is what they basically are. So, we're going to have some popcorn movie. Jason's going to be in hell. There's going to be talking demons that aren't Pinhead, but are demons. And basically, I'm going to kind of make it sort of like Jason. Most of the movie will be, half the movie will be him sort of in hell. And basically, he's going to make a deal with this demon that's going to get, if he can kill a certain number of demons and survive without losing his, well, I guess he's already lost his soul. But anyway, but like a certain number of demons, then he can return to wreak havoc and revenge on the living members of his family and the people who are still surviving. Which I did hear a thing that even though he was injured by Jason, that Creighton Duke, that Creighton Duke is not actually dead. So that's cool, which means he'll definitely be in this movie at some point. So yeah, the first little bit of the movie is going to be him having to make this deal with this demon. Of course, Jason doesn't talk, so he's not going to be doing much talking with the demon. But the demon's basically like, you look like a great warrior for hell to rise again. And so yeah, basically it's going to be a big battle royal of Jason fighting these other demons and actually winning. Like they really, he's a champion of hell, Jason Voorhees. That's what he is now. He was a zombie, and now he's a champion of hell. That's what we're gonna go with. It's stupid. It's dumb. It's the 10th movie. What else do you expect, guys? We haven't gone to space yet. We're gonna go to hell first, though. So, yeah. But anyway, Jason goes to hell. Da da da. He eventually gets out of hell, and we have to deal with having to put him back down again. So Creighton Duke is there, and he's kept basically Steven and. Yeah, what was her name? I had it and I've lost it. Hold on. Just a sec, guys. Just a sec. Jessica. Her name was Jessica. That's right. So Jessica and Steven, he's got them hid away. He's kind of like, we got to keep just in case anything like this happens again. He's in hell, but like, just in case, let me handle it. So, yeah. So Creighton Duke's going to be like keeping them away from this, but he knows, he sees the mask, he sees the ant arm coming through, and he's like, oh shit. So Jason's back at Crystal Lake again for a little bit here. And he's killing people again. He's killing campers. He's doing all that stuff. And so, yeah. It's Jason's back on the rampage. And he's now an undead power demon now. So, much like he was possessing bodies there, he can also do a little bit of that too. So in addition to just being a slasher, he can also possess bodies. Well, at some point he's going to possess Creighton Duke too. And knowing the images of Creighton Duke can now tell him exactly where Jessica and Steven are. So he's going to be going for them, because if he can kill them, and basically the other deal with the demon is that if you can kill the last living blood relative of your family, then you will rise again, and hell will rise. Rise! Anyway, sorry, quoting a really bad movie. But anyway, they had a baby too. That's right. I forgot about the baby. What's the baby's name? The baby even in the movie? I don't know. There was a baby at some point in there. They had a baby. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows who played the baby? I don't know. But anyway, they have a baby, and so that baby's obviously a couple years old now. So that means Jason not only has to kill Jessica, he's got to kill that baby in order for him to truly be, reborn. So kind of following a little bit of the same plot of Jason Goes to Hell, where he's trying to be reborn. And I think it's even more of a dangerous thing here now, because he has to. If he doesn't kill both of them, or at least take over one of their bodies, he can't be reborn. So he can be all powerful Jason, because now if he's reborn, not only does he have these demonic powers, now he's also he can be reborn. So obviously, if it comes down to it, Creighton Duke's able to get him out of his head. But really, he's not like taking over Creighton Duke's whole body and stuff like that. He just kind of like brainwashed him to kind of do his bidding. He's still walking around as slashing Jason as he would. So there would be a big fight. And, he's winning pretty good. Steven gets injured pretty good. Creighton Duke gets taken down too. Jessica's fighting him as best she can. She's got the sword again. She's trying to do it. He knocks the sword out of her hand, breaks the sword that took him out. He's going for the little kid and all that. The little kid's just like, no. And what's going to happen is the little kid's actually going to fall in the water. And the little kid doesn't know how to swim. So then Jason is kind of like, he doesn't make a face turn, don't get worried. But like, he sees this kid drowning. And Jason, is just like, starts, whoa, God, they're like having kind of PTSD a little bit. Like, that's what happened to me. So, of course, Jessica goes in and saves the kid and all that. After that, they're able to pick that remnants of that sword up, and then boom, right through the heart again. And the demons rise, and they're very upset about it. And they drag him back down. You have failed us, Jason. You have failed us. But Jason had a weak moment there because he sees the little kid drowning like he was, and they couldn't swim either. But unlike what happened with him, he was saved. So maybe there's even like some respect there. Maybe Jason's like, all right, you know what? I'll go back to hell. Maybe I will. I'll get dragged down. And I think that's why he has a moment of weakness there. Not to make him good, because we never want to make Jason a good guy. He kind of sort of did in Freddy vs. Jason, but he's still a slashing villain. He's still a bad guy. But you can feel some kind of sympathy, and I think that Jason wasn't really about killing kids, so I think seeing a kid nearly drown, much like he did, there should be a moment of that kind of clarity, even though he's demonic at this point. So anyway, we climb on that. He gets pulled back down to hell, and then the demon says, "You have disappointed me, and now you will face my new champion." And then you have Freddy Krueger's claws come out. And that's how you tie into it, and then you build to Freddy vs. Jason after that. So, probably in hell. So that would be a way to tie that in, maybe even tie into my Freddy vs. Jason 2 idea. But yeah, that way we actually have him in hell. Because, you say you're going to hell, he goes there, he does go there. But, like, why didn't we just go further into hell? I want to see Jason slashing some freaking demons and shit. Fighting for the underworld. Why not, huh? Let's go crazy with it. I've had some caffeine, if you can't tell, with my head shaking crazy. It's Friday, guys. I'm having a good time. So anyway, guys, that's my pitch for a Friday the 13th Part 10 with a nice tie-in to Freddy vs. Jason lead up there. So we get to Freddy vs. Jason there after he goes to hell twice. So that's my follow-up. Jason Goes to Hell, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. So that just leaves me to pitch a follow-up to Jason X. I've already done a Freddy vs. Jason follow-up you can watch that on the Nightmare on Elm Street one. So that means I'm not going to do another one just for the same thing. But you kind of got a little bit of the tie for that from the Hell thing. And then that means the remake, a sequel to the remake. So that just means follow-up Jason X. 2 more pitches, guys. And we'll be through all the Friday the 13th series. And then I got to figure out what the hell to pitch next. I was thinking, like I said, I can't really do Hellraiser because I've only watched 4 of those. And all those other straight-to videos were really just like threw Pinhead in there, like, let's a Hellraiser movie now. And except for the remake, obviously. And I mean, I've seen all the Child's Play things, but I was sitting there telling Anna, I said, man, I don't know if I could really, what can I really add to it? Because I feel like Child's Play, like, they're doing really good with the Chucky series. We got like 1 episode of season 1 left. So there will be a review for that at some point this weekend. We also have 1 more episode of Nosferatu to watch as well. So we're going to try to complete those this weekend. And Anna will join me for those because she's been watching them too. But I was thinking, I'm like, man, the first 3 movies really tie in with Andy and stuff like that. And then Bride of Chucky, you introduce Tiffany, and you have the, Seed of Chucky, which got goofy and silly, but they embraced the campiness of it. And then you had the Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky, which then would lead into the series. They're doing a great job already. I don't really think there's too much that as a pitch, not that I wouldn't be up for the challenge, but like I'm thinking like with Jason, it had been a long time since we've seen Jason. It's been a long time since we've seen Freddy. Michael Myers we've seen recently, but looking back on those older movies, there was something where you could be like, oh, that'd be interesting to pitch that. With Child's Play, I'm just like, it feels like it's overall they're pretty good. It got a little silly with Seed of Chucky, but like I think they've brought it back well. Curse of Chucky was really good. And, Cult of Chucky was a little goofy, but they really, like, the Chucky series is really good, guys. Like, I highly recommend you check it out. We'll talk about it more when we do a full review together. But yeah, so yeah, I don't, maybe Scream, I don't know. There might be something you could do with some of those, like following up in a different way. There might be some tweaks there. Although Scream is pretty good too, but there's definitely ways you could maybe do that. So maybe I'll do Scream next. I don't know. I don't have a Scream mask. I can't do anything cool like I done with these Jason mask, things, or my Freddy claw. I didn't have a Michael Myers mask either, so I had to use this other mask. So anyway, whatever. So that's my pitch for Friday the 13th Part 10, or Jason Goes to Hell 2 again, Boogaloo, whatever you want to call it. Hope you enjoyed that pitch, guys. Like and subscribe. Happy to have 31 subscribers. Let's keep that growing, guys. If we can be up to 50 by the end of the year, that'd be great. But yeah, you never know what the algorithm will do. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. And maybe if I'm feeling up to it, I don't have too much going on tomorrow, I might be able to do those other 2 pitches. Feeling crazy. I want to finish this thing. Finish it, baby. Finish it. All right, guys. I'm going to try to decaffeinate now. And you guys have a good rest of your Friday.